Alright, listen, Minitoon doesn't want me to tell you this, but I cracked the code. Piggy is not a game about the infection. It's a cover-up for fucking cannibalism. Yes, I have the evidence. Buckle the fuck up. Get a drink or something, whatever YouTubers say, because this shit gets dark very quickly. Hello everyone, I'm back, finally, with another Piggy theory, but this one, oh no, it isn't like the others. This one's darker. Way darker. And I don't see anyone talking about it, which either means I'm a genius or completely off my meds again. But my friends, this might just be the biggest discovery in Piggy history. I'm proposing that the animals in Piggy are eating themselves. Or rather, it's a little bit complicated, but stick with me. So if you weren't fully aware, the world of Piggy isn't full of humans like ours, it's full of animals, but fully sentient ones. They talk, they have jobs, they form societies. It's basically like Zootopia, if Zootopia ended in mass infection and trauma. Now, what these animals seem to eat are what their real world counterparts eat. Pony and Bunny love carrots, Giraffe and Zizzy eat grass, and Giraffe even plants and harvests crops for the whole Safe Place group. Wholesome farmer moment. But recently, something hit me like a bat to the skull from Willow. These animals have to be eating meat somehow. Wolves, tigers, cats, they're carnivores. They can't survive on lettuce and vibes alone. And that's where things start getting weird. Take Willow, for example. She's a wolf, specifically a gray wolf, judging by her size and fur tone. And if you know anything about wolves, they're full-on carnivores. Deer, elk, moose, bison. If it's meaty, it's a dinner. Now, sure, we've seen Willow steal a pie for her brother. Cute moment, wholesome stuff, but come on, wolves don't eat pies in the real world. The fact that she could eat shows that they could eat normal human foods, but it doesn't mean they fill them. Think about it like this. If you replace all your meals with junk food, sure, you're still eating, but you're not really getting what you need. It doesn't satisfy you. That's probably how the carnivores in the Piggy universe feel when they're forced to only eat veggies and sweets. So naturally, I went looking for proof. If I'm going to accuse Minitoon's cute blocky animals of cannibalism, I need evidence. The first stop was the game itself. I scoured every chapter, checking every spot that might hint at food. Kitty's Cafe in the mall, nothing. Just overpriced coffee and depression. School cafeteria, emptier than my bank account. The store map, barren. Even a note mentions another group took the supplies. Damn it, Minitoon! You could have thrown in a ham sandwich or something. Make my job easy for once. The ship map doesn't even have a kitchen. I swear Minitoon personally went out of his way to hide the truth from me specifically. None of these 24 chapters mention or show any kind of meat. It's like a vegetarian nightmare. Then I realized I'm only looking at one piece of the puzzle. Did you know that Piggy has a book series? Yeah, for some reason it exists. Cute Willow drawings though. 10 out of 10 art. Now, I didn't really exactly buy the books for legal reasons. This is a joke, but I may or may not have looked at a few pages online. Sadly, it was all useless. No mention of meat at all. And even if there was, the book's canonicity is questionable. Like FNAF levels of questionable. Sure, some details line up, like Danny being in the military, which fits with Tigree's backstory, but the other is completely insane. Badgie isn't infected. Billy works with Substance 128, like he's Breaking Bad. And the worst of all, the one that makes me immediately say, there's no way this is canon, Willow leading the military. Yeah, she's apparently not just a wolf, she's General Willow. That's not our Willow, that's a fever dream. So I moved on to another clue, Doggy's bone. In the gallery map, he needs it to knock out Piggy. He doesn't chew it, he just bonks the infected with it. But where did this bone come from? If all the animals in this world are sentient and treated equally, that bone had to have come from someone. Meaning he's literally using someone's femur as a weapon. It's actually kind of metal, actually. Really puts things into different perspective. And then it hit me. I missed something massive, something in plain sight from the beginning. the pizza in the house map. It's pepperoni pizza, which means it got cheese made from milk, either from a cow or, God forbid, Mother Piggy. Actually, I'm just going to cross that off the list. I'm not counting that. Pepperoni is also here, which is, more importantly, made with beef and pork. Let me repeat that. Pork, as in pig. That pizza box is sitting on the Piggy family's dining table. The Piggy family was literally eating pork. It's canon. It's still in the game. That's right. They were eating their own kind. And it gets even darker when you realize we've never even seen any cows or chickens in Piggy. You know why? Because they are the food. That's when I realized there's a whole food hierarchy in Piggy. The pigs, the wolves, the horses, they're the civilized ones, but the ones with rights. But the cows and chickens, they're treated like food, lower class species, mirroring racism in the real world. Like if Zootopia never fixed racism. Pigs got their equality after pork parks. A pig rights activist refused to give up her seat to a horse, sparking a massive protest. Yes, I'm serious, we're going full alternate history mode now. But the movement worked. Pigs were taken off the menu. They forgot to fight for the cows and chickens. So when the infection hit, those species still being slaughtered and eaten by like nothing changed. And don't even get me started on Mr. P. Like, how is he alive? He's a literal potato. Why isn't he a food? Maybe potatoes in the world have a union? I really don't know. Then I found something that made me question my entire existence. Minitoon himself confirmed that the pizza pepperoni in the house was fake. I was so fucking close to the truth, Minitoon. I was so close, and he pulled a Scott Coffin move and retconned it. Minitoon, fuck you. I was making progress. But hey, maybe that retcon helps me, because if it is fake meat, that means that they know what real meat tastes like. Otherwise, how can they fake it? There are still clues left. Grandma Piggy's poutine from the city map, which uses gravy, which is a traditionally meat-based substance. In Kitty's kitchen, confirmed in the novel series to serve an item called butter bites. You know what these bites are made out of? Eggs and bacon. Boom. Real meat. So, some of the animals are still eating meat, or vegetarians ones have fake substance, but the fact remains, meat still exists as an edible item. So, what if I told you that this all connects? The infection wasn't just a science experiment gone wrong, it was revenge. Tio saw how the pigs gained equality while the cows and chickens stayed enslaved. Slaughtered, exploited, and ignored. The infection wasn't punishment, it was balance. That's why the pig family was first. The pigs forgot their roots, and now everyone suffers together. Carnivores, and herbivores alike. When you look at that, maybe Tio isn't really the villain. He just wanted justice in the most horrifying, biblical way possible, forcing animals that once devoured each other to finally coexist. It's poetic, really, and terrifying. So, am I right? Or am I out of my goddamn mind? Probably both. Leave a comment below with your answer. And with all that said, good night, Lucella.